Okay, your question's answered. I think that's what we're calling this now. And before I go any further, subscribe button. Go on, you know you want to. Right, okay. Today's question it's kind of a really heavy one. I'm recording this and we are a number of days into the US-Israel attacks on Iran. And everybody's describing it as a war. We've had a series of what we can label them whatever we want, but one country going into another country and killing loads of people, and everybody claiming that they're doing it for the right reasons. And as a Qigong practitioner, I think it's really interesting to ask the question, well, where do we stand on this, and how do we stand with it? I think that quite often what we see is there's groups of people who come together to do Qigong for peace. And personally, I'm not a fan. I say that because I think that there are obvious issues that are going on that need to be resolved. And I think that sometimes peace is a sticking plaster that means that we don't actually address the underlying things that need to be addressed. It's just like, come on, everybody play nicely. It kind of doesn't really do it. We need these things to bubble up, we need them to be addressed, and we need them to pass. But that's how it should be. It should be they bubble up, they're addressed, and they pass. And I think that peace is not the answer. Peace is the conclusion. It's not the answer, it's the conclusion. I'll leave that one hovering there. The other thing I think is interesting is that it can be very emotionally draining. And if we look at that from the point of view of Qigong, we can get caught up in the narratives, we can get caught up in the right and wrong of it, we can get caught up in the worry about it. You know, where we are in the UK here, we will have military aircraft going over when things are happening. And it's kind of a bit of a reminder that, you know, we may be miles away, but we kind of don't feel safe around it. And I think it's really one of the most powerful things within Qigong is the ability to become more skillful with your energy, to find a way to keep it quiet and centered, while still having a complete sense of awareness. So we're not blocking out all the junk that's going on, but at the same time, we're not allowing ourselves to get overly affected by it. We have the ability to work with a level of engagement or a level of interaction with it that means that we can work with an awareness but still maintain a centered state. And I think for our own personal well-being, it's important to be able to do this, not get caught up in any of the hype, any of the narrative that is kind of being fed or being nourished in various different places. I'm going to stop there before I say anything I shouldn't. So, okay, thank you. Heavy one, I know, but I think worth it. Bye.